Alright, listen up. Action figure wrestling fans, I'm Bobby the Brain Heenan, and with me is Snake Eyes. Why they put a guy who doesn't speak at the table with me, I don't know. But we got a capacity crowd here. And the powers that be in action figure wrestling has decided to do a reset. So a lot of the broadcast team people are on different shows now. A lot of the wrestlers are on different rosters. And every title will be defended in a battle royal. Once all the championships have been done that, we'll probably have our first pay-per-view. But let's get on with our first battle royal, and they're going to be done like the end of the month battle royals are done, where they're all starting the ring at one time and they get swapped from one side to the other. The first battle royal is going to be the women's extreme title, which is currently held by Shayna Baszler. What do you think Snake has made them decide to do a reset here? That's interesting that you think that. What Snake Eyes is thinking is that, that because we hadn't done a show for a while. Got a few young ladies here that ain't even part of the roster yet. They're in that ring because they want to be on the roster. We got Lita in there. Alexa Bliss, she's in there. We got, I believe her name is Phoenix in there. Pink Power Ranger in there. We got Becky Lynch in there. We even got Rowdy Ronda Rousey in there. If we can get her to stay up. She must be having a Scott Hall issue. We got Eve Menendez, that's what she's done everywhere else. In WWE we call her Zena, or Xena, Zelena. Stephanie McMahon's in there. Italia's in there. Enchantress, well, Marvel's Enchantress is in there. Wonder Woman's in there. Why do we have an Amazonian princess in there? And of course, finally, here comes the champion, Shayna Baszler. The Women's Extreme Champion, Shayna Baszler. Shayna, she doesn't want to do this. A lot of the champions are throwing a fit because of this. So let's see what happens. Well, Mandy Rose and Bianca Belair are out of this one. Miss Elizabeth is still in there. Also, Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, Phoenix, a Pink Power Ranger, and 3 of the new ones are in there. Shayna Baszler is still in there. Alexa Bliss is still in there. Wonder Woman's still in there. still in there. Zayna is still in there. The Enchantress is still in there. Stephanie McMahon is still in it. And Natalya is still in it. Now that's for swipe 2. And let's see what happens. Well, there goes Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. And the Boss. Phoenix is out. Pink Power Ranger is still in. Miss Elizabeth's still in. The twin Karen de Blasio is still in. Karen Delgado is still in. Delgado. Lita is still in. Alexa Bliss is still in. Enchantress is out. Shayna Baszler is still in. But Sharon's twin sister Karen is out. Zelina is out. But Natalya and Stephanie McMahon are both still in. What a group of women. Well, the other twin is out and Alexa Bliss is out. Pink Power Ranger is still in. Miss Elizabeth is still in. Shayna Baszler, the women's champion, is out. Lita is still in. Wonder Woman is out. Stephanie McMahon is still in, and Natalya Neidhart is still in. It's kind of strange seeing Lita without the Hardy Boys. Or without Edge. But that's okay. We don't really need to talk about that right now. We got our final 5. Miss Elizabeth is still in. Stephanie McMahon is still in. And the Pink Power Ranger is still in. Of course, Lita and Natalya are out. This is the first Action Figure Wrestling Blue Empire of the new year, too. Now, let's see what happens on this last one. Pink Power Ranger is out. And it's down to Miss Elizabeth and Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is out. And Miss Elizabeth is the Women's Extreme Champion. Oh, now we gotta get reset for the Women's International Champion, which is held by Becky Lynch. Yeah, you're right. This is exciting. Because you didn't expect the lovely Elizabeth, the wife of the Macho Man, Randy Savage, or ex-wife of the Macho Man, Randy Savage, to win the Women's Extreme title. Yeah, alone come down to her and Stephanie McMahon. Wow, what a victory. I can't believe that we ended up eliminating half of our group. Shayna Baszler is highly upset that she lost her title in a battle royal. I have a feeling that she just might challenge Miss Elizabeth for that title sometime down the road to get that title back, because she feels like she didn't deserve to lose it. I do think this is unfair. Shouldn't you think this is unfair, Snake Eyes? What do you mean? Whatever the powers that be say is what happens. You know, when the boss says he wants it. Now, remember, Karen Delgado is in the blue. Sharon is in the pink. Sometimes I get them mixed up. But it is kind of like the Bella Twins. It is kind of hard to tell them apart. But Becky Lynch, she doesn't like this idea of defending her title this way either. Because she says it's an unfair advantage to defend your title in a battle royal. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Well, Pink Power Ranger, Natalya Neidhart, Ronda Rousey, and Alexa Bliss are all out. Shayna Baszler is out. Lita is out. Zelina is still in. Stephanie McMahon is still in. Phoenix is out. The Enchantress is still in. Wonder Woman is still in. Sharon is still in. Karen is still in. The champion Becky Lynch is still in. Bianca Belair is still in. The Boss is still in. And Riot Squad member Mandy Rose is still in. Ooh, Zelina, Stephanie McMahon, and Karen is out. Also, Bianca Belair is out. Karen, the twin Karen is still in. Wonder Woman is out. The Enchantress is out. The champion Becky Lynch is still in. And it looks like the other two are out. So it's now Becky Lynch and the twin Karen. Karen Delgado is still in. Now Karen is Sharon Delgado's father. Hector used to wrestle as Shipwreck. Becky Lynch is out, making Karen Delgado the new women's international champion. Can you believe that? Wow. That's why these battle royals are so unpredictable. What do you mean, they're unpredictable? That I didn't have to tell you that because you already knew that. You know what's the thing is, for a guy who doesn't speak and just uses sign language, you're starting to get on my nerves. Up next is the Women's Tag Team Champions, which is currently being held by the Pink and Yellow Power Rangers. Becky Lynch is down there already. Of course, she's having a fit because she lost her title. And yes, you're right. That is interesting that we've had two of these battle royals, and both winners of these battle royals were women who did not have contract deals or was not part of our regular roster. Now they are because they won those championships. Now this next one, it's the last two who remain in the ring. The last two who are left will be tag team champions. So you could probably have two people who don't like each other coming out as tag team champions. Of course, when you got you're gonna have two Pink Power Rangers in there from two different Power Ranger groups, but they all work together because apparently they're supposed to be some sort of special group or something anyway. Anyway, two different generations, but anyway. The Pink and Yellow Power Rangers, they're taking their spots in the ring. Of course, the Action Figure Wrestling hopefuls. The Boss, Bianca Belair, Sharon Diego, Sharon Delgado. I'll get it right in a minute. And Liv Morgan, not Ruby Rose, but Liv Morgan, who's part of the Riot Squad with Ruby Riot. They're all in there. Let's swipe. Well, Phoenix and Zelina are out. Wonder Woman stayed in. Stephanie McMahon stayed in. Becky Lynch stayed in. Also Shayna Baszler, who did not fall at all. Alexa Bliss is still in. Enchantress is still in. Lita is out. Ronda Rousey still in. One of the Pink Power Rangers are still in. The Boss is still in. Bianca Belair is still in. The original Pink Power Ranger, who was one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, is out. Shannon is still in, hoping she can win a championship and make it onto the roster just like her sister. Liv Morgan is still in. Natalya Neihart is still in. And the Yellow Power Ranger is still in. Look at this capacity crowd here watching. Let's see what's going to happen. And this is their next fight. Alexa Bliss, starting with McMahon, Shayna Baszler, and Becky Lynch are all out. Ronda Rousey still in. Bianca Belair still in. The Boss is still in. Pink Power Ranger is still in. Wonder Woman's out. Enchantress is out. The other Diego twin, Sharon, is still in. The Yellow Power Ranger still in. Liv Morgan and Natalya Neihart are still in. Well, the amazing part about Natalya still being in there is she was usually taken out a whole lot earlier. Well, Bianca Belair, Sharon Delgado, and the Yellow Power Ranger are out. The Pink Power Ranger is still in. The Boss is still in. Ronda Rousey still in. Liv Morgan is still in. And Natalya Neihart is still in. Well, the Pink Power Ranger is out. Natalya Neihart is out. Liv Morgan is still in. Ronda Rousey is still in. And the Boss is still in. The Boss is out. And it looks like Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey are our new Women's Tag Team Champions. Let's see how well they will do together as a tag team. It might be an effective tag team. This is a tag team that was put together by circumstance. And now we have 3 different women who were new to the roster 3 of the 6 have now won titles, getting themselves contracts. They said our women's division wasn't that great. Now it's time for Mandy Rhodes to defend the women's title. If I'm Mandy Rhodes right now, I gotta be worried that I might not have a shot at winning the championship, the women's title, keeping the women's title. Look at all this really stiff competition we have right now. Of course, the second battle royal on Action Figure Red Alert. That's going to be an interesting one because of the fact that that one, 3 people have to remain in the ring, have to be left. But yeah, for that one, the battle royals are going to take place for that tomorrow. Those titles that are going to be defended in the battle royal is going to be the cash and in title, the 6-man tag team titles, the extreme title, and the lightweight championship. That would be interesting to see because of the fact that, well, we know that King Mabel, has been lightweight champion for a very long time. He shouldn't be lightweight champion because he's over the weight limit, but he is. If you think that Shayna Baszler and all these other champions who just lost their titles aren't angry or mad that they lost their titles in battle royals, trust me, they are. They are indeed. I know, I would be angry. Wouldn't you be angry, Snake Eyes, if you had to defend your title in a battle royal and you lost it? What do you mean, oh, you have to be Mr. Good Guy, huh? I know I would be angry. Back in my days when I was a manager and one of my guys had to defend their title that way, I would be angry. Here we go. Well, the Power Ranger both one of the pink Power Rangers, the yellow Power Ranger, Alexa Bliss, Natalia Neihart, and Lita are all out. They are out. They will be taking their place in the Blue Empire roster for right now. But maybe they can end up getting shots later. The boss is still in. Sharon Delgado is still in. Bianca Belair is still in. Shayna Baszler still in. Phoenix is still in. Zelina is still in. Wonder Woman is still in. The Enchantress is still in. The original Pink Power Ranger is still in. Becky Lynch is still in. And the defending champion, Mandy Rose, is still in. So Mandy Rose has not given up. Well, the boss is out and does not get a title. Does not get a contract. Shayna Delgado is still in. Bianca Belair still in. Shayna Baszler is now out. Mandy Rose is now out. So Mandy Rose will not keep her title. Phoenix is still in. Zelina is still in. Marvel's Enchantress is still in. Becky Lynch is still in. Wonder Woman is still in. And the original Pink Power Ranger is out. So this is supposed to be our premier roster, and we already picked up a couple of former women's champions. Enchantress is still in. Wonder Woman is out. Marvel's Enchantress is still in. Wonder Woman is out. And the reason why we have to keep saying Marvel's Enchantress is because there is a DC Enchantress. Becky Lynch is out. Zelina is still in. Bianca Belair is still in. Sharon Delgado is still in. And Phoenix is still in. Bianca Belair is out. Is in. Sharon Delgado is still in. Zelina, Marvel's Enchantress, and Phoenix are all out. So we will have another person to our roster. Bianca, it's either going to be Bianca Belair or Sharon Delgado. And it looks like we're going again. Bianca Belair and Sharon Delgado. Can you believe it came down to these two? And Bianca Belair, well, she kind of took a long trip there. A very long trip. And Sharon Delgado gets the women's championship, our new women's champion. So now both of the twins have contracts. Join us tomorrow for Action Figure Wrestling Red Alert when Marty Jannetty defends the cash-in title. Tatanka, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Andre the Giant will defend the six-man tag team champions. Kane will defend the Extreme title, and King Mabel will defend the lightweight title. Until then, I'm Bobby the Brain Heenan. This is Snake Eyes. See you soon.